Again, this is just showing you in terms of physical memory in an array. How we create a sorted list using array for list concept. List pointing to first index, starting the height 0. And we store info, the elements data itself, and the next index to the next node, which is 4. Joshua, 7, Leah, 2, Miriam, 6, Roberts. And Roberts store -1 as the end of the list node. Now there's a problem here that if we're using -1, we mark the end of the list with the null values. The null value must be an invalid address for a real list element. So we use the value -1. We use the identifier null and define it to be -1. And we set this as private static final, a constant named null, as an int instead, right? We must directly manage the free space available for new list elements. We link the collection of unused array elements together into a linked list of free nodes. We write our own method to allocate nodes from the free space. We call this method getNode. We use getNode when we add new elements onto the list. We write our own method freeNode to put a node back into the pool of free space when it's allocated. You may see that this is an example, right, to show that there's a space issue. So, because when you keep adding, removing, this is not a linked list, right? You still have to free the space. Right. So, let's look at list is 0, right? Now we said null is a constant holding -1. So we start pointing to 0, David pointing to 4, Joshua, 7, Leah, 2, Miriam, 6, Roberts, and null, that's the end of the list. And we also have another pointer pointing to those are the free spaces. So start from 1 and 5, right? 3, 8, 9, and 0. So those are the empty spaces. So we have one pointer to identify the list, one pointer to identify the free spaces. We can also create the list in the same array, but more than one list. Example, list 1 starting from 0. John, 4, Neil, 8, Susan, 9. And this is order list, right? And we have list 2 starting from 1. Mark, 5, Naomi, 6, Robert, and Will. And we also have still keep the free space pointer starting from 7, jump to 2 and 3 and 0. So this is free spaces. So free space is going to be very useful when you add a new one. We just look at where's the next free spaces. And this should be the end of MoreOnLists Chapter 7.